let us see what is the meaning of splitting field. Okay, splitting field, splits. Okay, so let's have the definition of a splitting field. Given a polynomial f of x over a field f. Okay, so that is f of x belongs to fx capital F of degree greater than or equal to 1, then K, a field K is said to be a splitting field. Okay, then K is said to be a splitting field of the field F for the polynomial fx. See how to read. K is said to be splitting field of the polynomial f of x, okay, over the field f if first condition in K, so in that extension K, okay, so K is an extension of the field f, okay, for the polynomial f of x, then K is said to be splitting field of the polynomial f of x over the field f if first condition f of x completely splits. So it can be completely factorized. We'll see the example. Okay, f of x completely factorized. Say for example f of x is of degree n, then if f of x is of degree n number of roots. So if I have alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 up to alpha n are the roots, you can write that up to x minus alpha n. Okay, so this f of x is completely factorized into k, okay, and the second condition, the same one, this k can also be written as just attach these roots to f. Okay, so what we have, f of alpha 1, alpha 2 up to alpha n, f of alpha 1, alpha 2 up to alpha n. Non-repetitive, generally we take non-repetitive. If it is repeated, x minus alpha 1 square completely splits. Okay, I can write this f of x as factorization degree 1, x plus 2 1, x plus 2 1, x plus 2 1, n number of roots. Okay, let us see the example. What is the meaning of splitting field? Let us have my field f. Okay, this field f, base field is field of rational number. Okay, and my polynomial f of x is 2x square minus 1. My polynomial is this. Now I wanted to find out the roots of this polynomial. Okay, see how this c also occurs. Okay, so what we will do, we will take 2 common, 2 write down this c is maybe 1. Okay, so to see what this c means, I can take these 2 common. So what do you have, x square minus half. Okay, so this is 2 times x square minus half. What are the roots? X minus 1 upon root 2, x square minus a square minus b square. So a minus b into a plus b. X minus 1 upon root 2 and x plus 1 upon root 2. These are the roots. Okay, now this is your alpha 1, this is your alpha 2, and this is your c. So this f of x can be written as c times x minus alpha 1 into x minus alpha 2 minus alpha 2. So you can take this minus of minus. Okay, 2 roots are there. So attach these 2 roots. K for this polynomial. Okay, attach this root. How this k is calculated? By attaching alpha roots to this f. What is your f? Q. So what is your f? Q of, what is the first root? Minus 1 upon root 2. And what is the second root? Plus 1 upon root 2. Plus 1 upon root 2 minus 1 upon root 2. Okay, the reverse way. But attaching root 2 and attaching minus root 2 both are same. So you can attach just 1 upon root 2. Okay, so what I have, k is equal to q of 1 upon root 2. Minus 1 upon root 2 जरी attach केला, if you attach minus 1 upon root 2, it gives you the same thing. Okay, so this is same as, see, this is same as also So the inverse exists. What is 1 upon root 2? The inverse of 1 upon root 2 added to inverse minus 1 upon root 2. So it is there in this one. Okay. So this is same as q of minus 1 upon root 2 also. Remember this one. All these are same. Okay. All these are same. Okay. So now I can say that by these two conditions of splitting field, say this one. What is the degree of the polynomial f(x) is 2. So what is the degree of extension? Is 2. So f of x, what is your f of x? 2x square minus 1. So in this field now, q of 1 upon root 2. How we are written in the previous chapter we have seen. What is q root 2? Q root 2. Okay. What is q of q root 2? It is a collection of all elements of the type a plus b root 2. Okay. Where a and b are rational numbers. So what is q of 1 upon root 2 now? Tell me. What is q of 1 upon root 2? A plus b 1 upon root 2. Degree 2a. Degree 2. Okay. Degree 2. Because if you are going for the next one, what is the next one? Plus c times 1 upon root 2 square. But what is 1 upon root 2 square? 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2 is rational number. Rational number get absorbed here. And rewrite is again 8. Okay. So there is nothing to write further. Okay. So a and b are rational numbers. So what is q of 1 upon root 2? Okay. So see this one now. Here k equal to q of 1 upon root 2 becomes a splitting field for this polynomial over the field q. So this is the meaning of splitting field. So what is the splitting field? First of all, it is an extension. Next condition, it gives you the finite extension, because once you have a degree n, what is this maximum extension? N factorial. This degree is maximum n factorial. Okay. Factorial n factorial is a finite number, so this becomes a finite extension. And once you have finite extension, it is algebraic extension. We have seen in the previous chapter. Okay. So what we have in algebraic extension chapter. Okay. So what we have, how to read this? K is a splitting field for the polynomial 2x square minus 1 over the field q. And what is your k? Q of 1 upon root 2. Okay. See, for example, on the other hand, if I have, let's see the example which is not a splitting field also. Okay. Which is not a splitting field. Let's come up with the example. Okay. Now if you have f of x is equal to x cube minus 2. We have the property, if we have a polynomial of odd degree, then it always have one real root. Okay, we always have one real root. See, for example, if I put alpha is equal to 2 raised to 1 upon 3, 2 raised to 1 upon 3. Now if I put alpha is equal to 2 raised to 1 upon 3 in this polynomial, what is the answer? 2 raised to 1 upon 3 raised to 3, 3 get cancelled, 2 minus 2 0. Okay, so what do you have? F of 2 raised to 1 upon 3 becomes 0. So what is the first root? 2 raised to 1 upon 3, alpha 1. Okay, so how we are going to write down f of x? X minus 2 raised to 1 upon 3 into x square plus 2 raised to 1 upon 3x plus 2 raised to 2 upon 3. That is the factorization, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. So this is the factorization. Now if somebody write here k extension, if somebody only takes this root, only one, and attached here, it is called as k1. So what do you have here? K1 extension q of 2 raised to 1 upon 3. Okay, q of 2 raised to 1 upon 3, which satisfies the polynomial f of x. Okay. Now in this extension, so this is the extension. What is the degree? 2 raised to 1 upon 3, which satisfies this polynomial. So degree is 3. Degree of extension is 3 because 2 raised to 1 upon 3 satisfies this polynomial. Okay. अजून खाली split up होते का नहीं करता है split. Okay. Over q. Okay. So this is your you cannot factorize this one into q. So you have to go further. Now what is one root? 2 raised to 1 upon 3. We will attach this root to this one and we will take k1 as q of 2 raised to 1 upon 3. Now if I take q of 2 raised to 1 upon 3 as an extension, yes, so this is an extension, finite extension of degree 3 over q. But in this extension, this polynomial f of x is not completely splits because we have degree 2. Okay, so it does not complete, it's not completely splits. What are the other two roots? They are complex roots. Let us call it as alpha. So if alpha is a root, you know that the complex roots coming in pair. So if alpha is a root, alpha bar is also a root, and we will attach that root to this one. So what is your q2 or k2? Q of 2 raised to 1 upon 3 alpha bar. But attaching alpha or alpha bar both are same. So what we have? Q of 2 raised to 1 upon 3 alpha. And what is the degree? 2. What is the degree of extension? Is 2. So what we have? 2, 3. Total degree of extension is 6. So what we have, now one can say as now k2, or you can say k is equal to q of 2 raised to 1 upon 3 alpha is finite, so algebraic extension. Moreover, it is a splitting field of the polynomial f of x over q. So in this field, I can write f of x as x minus, yes, 2 raised to 1 upon 3 into x minus alpha 1 alpha into x minus alpha bar conjugate, complex conjugate. Okay, what are that alpha? You can find out this root. Okay, so that is what we have. Okay, so this becomes a splitting field of rational number. So degree 3 extension, what are the bases? 1, 2 raised to 1 upon 3. Just take square, cube and so on. Next, 2 raised to 2 upon 3. And if you go for the cube, what do you have? 2 raised to 3 by 3 means 2. That is a rational number. Stop there. Degree 3 elements are the bases. And here, what do you have? 1 is there and alpha. So already attached alpha. So what do you have? Total degree of extension. So here it is 2. These are the two bases. What is here? Degree 3, 1, 2 raised to 1 upon 3, 2 raised to 2 by 3. Now combining these two bases, at the time of combining the bases, what we have to go for? 1 alpha 2 raised to 1 upon 3, 2 raised to 2 upon 3, and the combination of that. Okay, you cannot have, okay, because then it becomes a 5. So you have to take the combination of that. Okay, so what do you have? Total degree of extension is 6. Okay, so total degree of extension is 6. So this is the basis for this one, and this is the basis for this one, and for this, what do you have? 1, 2 raised to 1 upon 3 alpha. These are the listings. Then take alpha into 2 raised to 1 upon 3, and then take square, alpha square 2 raised to 2 upon 3. So you can have this, or you can have alpha, not just this, you can have the alpha, because you can have this. Okay, so you can have this one. Let's take the multiplication. Okay, anything else? 1, 2, already there, yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is the sixth one? Alpha 2 raised to 2 by 3. 2 raised to 2 by 3. Okay, 2 raised to 2 by 3. Yes, this is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So there are 6 elements in the basis. So the total degree of extension is 6. So this becomes a splitting field for this polynomial over Q of degree 6. Okay, of degree 6. algebraic closure, once we also have the theorem for that. Okay, so what is the theorem of uniqueness? You can check. Okay, so what is the theorem of uniqueness for the splitting field? If K is a splitting field, if K is a splitting field for the polynomial f of x over f, and if you find out one more polynomial, one more splitting field, say E, and E is also another splitting field. Okay, E is another splitting field over f of the same polynomial. Okay, of f of x. Okay, so what do you have? F is here, K is a splitting field for this polynomial f of x, same polynomial. E is also another splitting field over f for the same polynomial. Then there exists a sigma, okay, from K to E, which is an isomorphism with the property that the elements of f are fixed under sigma. The elements of f are fixed under sigma. That is, sigma of ai is ai. If ai or a, let us say a, not ai. If a belongs to f. So on f, sigma is identity. Okay. Whatever the elements of K goes to E, that is what we have. So for example, if somebody says, you can have this one. Okay. See what is the calculation. You can see the theoretical part. Okay. Say for example, f. If I take the polynomial f of x, same simple polynomial. Always we are taking this example. F of x is equal to x square minus 2. What are the rules? Plus or minus root 2. Plus root 2 minus root 2 over q. Okay, base field is q. Now if somebody takes k is equal to, there are two roots, plus root 2 minus root 2. Now if somebody takes q of root 2 and the other one takes is equal to q of minus root 2, q of minus 2. So this is also splitting field. This is also splitting field for this polynomial, because in this also you can write x minus root 2 into x plus root 2. In this also you can write x minus root 2 into x plus root 2. Then we have, there exists a sigma from K to E, which is an isomorphism. You know what is the meaning of isomorphism? Field isomorphism. So this is an homomorphism, one to one and on to, with the property that on rational numbers, that is on f, if means here rational numbers, on rational numbers, this sigma is identity. So sigma restricted to f. Okay, so on f, this map is identity map. This map is identity map. So that is what the uniqueness. So unique up to isomorphism. Unique up to isomorphism. You can see the theory of that. Okay, I will upload this proof of this theorem, okay, in the Google Classroom, so you can see how the theorem is there.